Hey everyone, we'll be starting in a moment. I'm getting everything set up and then we'll begin. Alright, that's all saved. Connection seems good, sounds we picked up, everything seems to be alright. So, hello everyone, welcome to another stream. Today we are starting another new game. We are playing L.A. Noire. We are going back to 1940s America, just after the war, the Second World War, if I remember correctly. We are going to be playing a guy who's on the police force, and we are going to do some investigations. We're going to be looking into murders, thefts, all that kind of jazz. Now, L.A. Noire is a very, very good game. I have played it twice, 3 times, and I don't remember anything other than major points. So, as I said, I have played this game a number of times, both of which were on consoles, and around about the time when the game came out. The game came out in like the 2010s. Let me check. L.A. Noire release date. 2011, literally the year after the 2010. So I played it around the time it came out. I was around like 22, 23, something like that. I don't know. It's a great game. I don't remember everything. And that's not because the game is bad, but because it's been so long and since I haven't played it a lot. I haven't played it on PC yet. So, yeah, I don't remember everything. It's going to be interesting going to play through it again. Now, the other times when I had played through it, I had actually played through it with a guide because you have to be... You don't have to choose the correct options, but I was very meticulous in that I wanted to get everything correct so I could get the quote-unquote best ending. However, you can get everything correct and still get the bad ending because you don't choose the right person or something. So it's really just a case of seeing what we could get to. I'm going to try and not use a guide and just try and go with what I feel is the correct option, which may or may not be to some people's taste. Maybe some people, I know some people really want to get like everything correct. If you get it wrong, I don't want to watch you anymore kind of deal. I'm that way too. Sometimes I watch people and I'm like, you're doing it wrong. If they, like, it's usually with games that I haven't played yet that I want to play where I'm like that when I watch people play it. Because I'm like, no, you should do it this way because I would do it that way if I was playing it. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. So just be aware of that. Also be aware that this game is set in the 1940s. Things were a lot different back then. It's going to be, obviously, I'm just going to have to ask you to take that into account. There's going to be racism. There's going to be sexism. There's going to be, general things that nowadays, or, 40 years later in the game's timeline, would not be acceptable. So just be aware of that, and let's all just have some fun, eh? I might end up getting really into it and end up speaking like a detective from like a noir film. So that's not my fault. That's the game's fault. But without further ado, let us begin and see what trouble we can get up to, shall we? Hopefully it works, because this is another freaking Rockstar games, and unfortunately Rockstar has this whole annoying thing with their launcher, and it's probably going to have to add it to the thing first, and blah, blah, blah. Play. Yes. Now, I'm going to be playing this on console, on controller, not on console, because I played it first on controller, and I don't want to play it with a mouse and keyboard. This is one of those games where I wouldn't play it on a mouse and keyboard. So, yeah. Oh, boy. Install script Microsoft DirectX. I already have it. Why are you trying to install something I already have? 2008 redistributable. I already have that. I really should have run this game beforehand, to be honest. If it's gonna, I didn't know it was going to install extra things. I had already installed all the other stuff. Thank you. And of course, it's got to update the launcher. Probably the same issues I had when I was doing Red Dead Redemption 2 I'm going to have with this game. Just don't understand why they just can't just do it like everyone else does. Why some people have to be like, oh, it has its own special launcher. We got to do it through our own things. Your own things suck. Just trust the things that actually work. Stop trying to make your own stuff and force it on people. It should be optional. And I have to sign in. Great. Sorry about this. Of course they do this to me. The one time I'm ready to stream and all that, it's like, no, you got to do all this thing. Yes, I accept. Just do it. Wait. Before playing LA Noire for the first time, you should configure your graphic settings and game settings. Change settings? I have to do it outside of the game? Weird. Full screen? No. Anti-aliasing? I don't know why that's on 0. Quality. It's literally quality, performance, or balanced. It doesn't show like low, medium, high, or whatever. It's just okay. Threading, multi-LOD. Hopefully I can still send up settings in the game. Play now. Borderless window? Why is the window so tiny? I should have realized it was going to be a pain in the butt because it's a Rockstar game. But no, I had to have trust in a game studio to make something that's useful for people that play their stuff. Options. Display. Graphics. Why would you tell me to put it on the thing outside of stuff if you don't save it? Quality. Apply. Oh, you're going to be a pain in the butt, aren't you? Why would I not want subtitles on? 1 second. I'm having to like fiddle around with stuff because it's all like, oh, you want to be in borderless windowed mode? This is my own fault. I should have already got this set up, but I'm like, no, I'll do it afterwards. Because it wouldn't be too bad. I was wrong. This is my own fault. Ugh. Mode. I can see the borders. Awesome. Might be working. I might need to do some things. Let me add it first. Capture specific. It might be too big for the thing at the moment, so just bear with me if it's showed up. It's huge. Right. Fit the screen. Put it down underneath everything else. Go. Right. Open up the borderless window thingy. Hopefully it works. Yes, blah blah. Add window. There we go. Borderless windowed. Engaged. And now I can Alt-Tab. Yay! Need to refresh Restream so it shows up. Hey, we're good. Let me see if the sound's being picked up. Yep. All right, everything seems to be fine. So let us begin properly now. I don't know why that's there. Get out of here. Right, display. Let me check to make sure. Yep, that's still there. Everything's on quality. This game is from 2011, so I'm pretty sure I can play everything on high. Black and white. I believe that's just in-game, so if you want everything to be black and white, you can. If you don't, then you don't have to have it on. I'm not gonna, because I don't need it. We can make this bigger or smaller. I'll do normal for now. We've got subtitles on. Gameplay. Clue music. Music will play continuously while investigating a location. Clue hints. Chimes or controller vibration will indicate the presence of nearby objects. In addition to chimes and a controller vibration, a magnifying glass icon will signify the presence of nearby objects. I didn't even know this was a thing. I never used it. Obviously, the clue hints was like on by default on the original game. The fact that there's an option for this now is kind of cool. Chimes and controller vibration will indicate the presence of nearby objects. In addition to chimes and controller vibration, a magnifying glass icon will signify the presence of nearby objects. I'm tempted to put this on because I don't want to miss things. And you can quite easily miss something. Usually, what would happen is that when you've finished investigating a location, the music stops because that means you've collected everything. But there have been times where I'm like, I've missed something that was quite obvious. But for now, we'll leave it on, just normal. If I need it in the future, I might put visual on. But for now, we'll go with default. Sound, music, effects, dialogue. Music, put it down to like there. Effects, put down by 1. Dialogue keeps high. Camera. Automation. Shake. You don't get to choose the distance, I guess. Mouse acceleration is off, which is good. Vibration is on. Alright. Back we go. Let's begin. Downloadable. Right. New. There's no difficulty for this game. Just play it how it is.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile.
You guys ready to see like the
car,
crazy facial technology?
symbol of freedom and vitality. Where every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe, and not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists. A city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers.
That's a big mustache. And pioneers. Hollywoodland was what it was used to be called until I think the land part fell off. And they just never put it back.
A city of dreamers.
Nasty. The human mind. Medicine's Final Frontier by Harlan Fontaine.
A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see. In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for, that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective at ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Right trigger to accelerate. Out of my way, I'm in a brick.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch. Ever the optimist.
Out of my way.
Beam of sunshine himself.
Alright, so just as awareness is not a word. There can be times where if you go too fast, you skip dialogue because you arrive at the location before they finish. So I'm going to try and be aware of that.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Yeah.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better than 1.
Search locations thoroughly to discover clues. So, music will fade to indicate that all clues of location have been discovered. Like I said, yeah.
Look at this junk.
Or a magnifying glass icon will be used to indicate objects. It's a bottle.
Seems
It's
irrelevant.
not my job to pick through other people's trash.
It is mine. Hello? Trick says the mind is the final frontier. To provide backstories and events which may or may not be
Cole,
related
come
to your
take a look at
investigation.
this.
Press A to see the story.
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon. Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in second year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheldon.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering
You
around.
went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon, and your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
Dramatic sting.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
Newspaper. Which seems like it might be important at some point. Oh, beer.
Optimistic, Cole.
I tell you, I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap.
Alright. So, as you may notice, faces look kind of weird. They try to use a new technology, which was like using like actual cameras to take footage of an actor's face at all times. So they would be acting out this scene in like this giant room with like all these cameras pointed at them at all angles. And what they would do is that they would use each shot of the camera to make their face in a 3D environment to show like an actor's face, because they wanted to show, you know, real human emotion. They felt, I think from what I remember, they felt that the current models at the time were not good enough to show that kind of emotion. So like, well, let's just take a picture or camera footage of people's actual faces as they're talking and doing this scene. From a distant view, it does kind of work. They show more emotion. They can show that they're like actual people, and you can tell that that's an actual person's face put on a model. However, it even for back then, that was kind of like a new technology. I think that was the only time it really got used, as much as it did anyway. And it didn't work out too well. As you can tell, their faces have like this weird, I don't know how to say it, like flatness to them. They look like pizza faces. Like, it doesn't match what you would think would be a person's face. Because it looks like, if you looked at the guy's mouth, you could see that it was having trouble trying to discern his teeth in his mouth and the inner part of his mouth. So they just made it like very flat. So then it doesn't look like he has an inside mouth. It's just all one blob. And it would look like his skin is sticking to everything. So like his teeth would just kind of like go up, and then his teeth would appear a few seconds after. It looks weird. And then you can get some really funny like facial emotions. When we get to them, you'll probably tell what I'm talking about. But yeah, this game was, I wouldn't say it's ahead of its time, but it tried to do something that no one else had done before. And while it may have succeeded to an extent, it's still not the best thing. Don't get me wrong, the game is still great, and the whole thing itself is still a good way of doing it. It's just, it nowadays it's not that great, and it's probably better to just do models, because you can get really good models of people's faces that look like the person that the actor or something. So, yeah. Anyway, enough about the plastic faces. Look around. Insta-heat. Have hot water 24 hours a day.
We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
not sure this means much.
Okay, so usually if nothing means anything, Cole will say something like, you know, this thing doesn't look important or whatever. Or blah, blah, blah. Why is that blood black?
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Ah, it's on the roof.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
Reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right,
A ladder
don't hurt
or
yourself.
a drain pipe to climb up on the roof.
The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up.
I found a pipe.
Building looks vacant. I don't want to wait around all night for the super to let us in. Is there a way up from the outside? What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
It looks like I can maybe go around. Yeah, go up this one?
How you doing, Cole? Found it yet?
No. Oh, there it is. I was trying to find a way up there. It's not up there. It's up here.
I don't even want to think about what that smell is.
Whoa.
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893.
They make guns.
2 rounds fired.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
Show this to our friend. Hey, look what I found. Bang, bang, bang.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
Find clues will be added to your notebook and can be viewed at any time during a case. Open up notebook. Select. Select bloodstain. Bloodstain pattern in the repressed or assessed or go away. It was repressed! When reviewing to entries to turn the page. 2 rounds fired. I think you have to press and hold in order to close it. I wish I remember how to run.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Okay, so the music is still going, which usually means something else is still going here. Select locations. Location could be set as a destination marker.
Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks than help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
Indicates objects nearby can be examined.
Wake up, Cole.
I will say this is one of the things that I did find annoying when I first played it, is they don't shut the fuck up. Like, oh, come on, we gotta go this way. Oh, come on, we gotta waste time. We'll stop wasting time, Cole. I'm like, shut up. Let me do things.
Wake up, Cole. Wake up, Cole.
What am I missing? Usually when it goes like, bidum, bidum, that means it's something that I don't need to look at. It's not important.
Wake up, Cole.
That's right trigger to run for some reason. So there's still something here because the music is still going.
Wake up, Cole. Wake up, Cole.
Let's see what it looks like with the thing on. It shows it there. I actually thought it would have showed it on the item, not, you know, like that. Well, because it's not that useful, might as well just turn that off. Let me just make sure everything's still good. Yep. Showing up on there. Whoops. It might just be that because this is a tutorial, music just keeps going regardless, so... Let's go. How do I get in the car? Get in the car, Cole! I've got places to go! Out of my way! I know how to break a reverse, you already told me. Like every other game. You get in front of me. I'm not slowing down for anyone. Polar King. Going for a nighttime drive. So this game isn't GTA. I can't go around like destroying things. I think I get like, not demoted, I get like deductions from pay and stuff like that. We're supposed to be working within the confines of the law, not against it. Not like every other game that they make. I think this is the only time we actually play like a law enforcement kind of position. Or, you know, follow the law in a Rockstar game. Shooting gallery, open 24 hours. We sell ammo. Learn to shoot. Sporting goods. All door handles. Let you
Officers
open.
Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson. Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357. Nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No. I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
What's the touch?
Mind if I take a look?
Just
You might
before
guess.
they even thought of that.
This is about something bad, right?
Open the
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
5, 22, 19, 27, nickeled, checkered, walnut grip. No. 25, 27, pearl grip. Here we go.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46.
That was
Thanks,
easy.
you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Really? In America, that's usually a weird thing.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
Gunga. Use the map to view street routes and locations of them. How do I map? Oh god, this place is littered with roads. Jesus. Can I... Oh. I remember that they could usually just, like, drive, and it would show, like, a GPS kind of way. But they don't seem to do it right now. Crime scene. Out of my way! I'm a police officer. I can do what I want. Jesus!
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon, bought locally using a real name. If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Shut up. I know what I'm talking about. I read encyclopedias. The soundtrack for this game is just great, especially appropriate for the era. Oh yeah, the pop-in is great.
God
Sorry.
Damn it, Cole.
Here. Schrodinger's apartment, 10:45 p.m. It's funny that they turned to look at me, and then they just slid back into a different position. Inspect the number box to learn inhabitants. Schroeder.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
Jarvis? Is Iron Man here? Oh. There's milk out here.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Yeah, just assault a police officer.
You ready, tough guy?
Need a punch.
That was a very bad move.
You don't get to knock my hat off. I only do that. Get knocked out. I'm beating the crap out of this guy. He didn't stand a chance.
You all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
Book. 20, 40, 40, 20. Dolby. Floyd Rose.
List of names in a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps,
I mean, to
badge
be fair,
1247, requesting.
we don't really know what really happened because even the guy was like surprised his gun was gone. It feels like not implication job. The thing where you make it seem as though someone else did a crime. Can't remember the word right now. Cutscene. Train. Hey.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Armed and dangerous.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle
Oh, I hate that
code 3.
high-pitched noise.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Woo! I get to drive again. I'm sorry, there's something wrong with the siren. It seems to be broken. Out of my way, there's an emergency on the line. I turned too much.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
Oh, God. What's that guy facing me? Open the trunk, leave a weapon. Remember, I think every police car has a different gun. Get shot!
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
What is this, a sniper rifle? Jeez.
Use it. We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Backup will be here soon. Stay down.
I'd like very much. Will that cover?
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear.
Damn right I got them all.
Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Yeah. We only had 2 missions together, but we did great.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer Syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Cole's not a
Cole
good,
Phelps,
that good of a man back
Jack
then.
Kelso. With some people,
Maybe.
it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good
You can say that about anything.
Wound way too tight. And Kelso.
Sometimes the
quiet,
noir
could
aspect
walk
just
away
makes
from
them
the fight.
seem so pretentious.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Walking out in the open.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LAPD! You can go screw yourselves.
Well, that'll be quite difficult.
You watch it.
Run towards an obstacle to automatically scale. Whoa! Suspects on the map will be a red blip.
Bowers! Hold it right there!
Stop now or I will shoot.
Stop.
I won't
Got
tell
ya.
you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Doug! Watch your fire!
Don't want to do this, Wendell. Get
We're
down
chasing you
from there
because we
right
saw you
now.
on the street.
Give it up, Wendell!
Stay the hell away from me.
Ow! You just kicked me in the
You gotta
face.
be kidding!
You fucking asked for it.
Alright, well, you're dead.
No way I'm going back inside. I've done my time.
And then why
It's
did you
over,
run?
Bowers!
You assholes already screwed me once.
Maybe you shouldn't do whatever you did.
Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
Oh, that's just a lie.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
Ah! Super punch! Eat face! I win.
How you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
He was in the war. He probably ran track all the time, carrying like 50 pounds of gear or whatever.
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso!
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
Kelso, like a... I was just looking at Cole's face. He's like, yeah.
For every
You
cop,
get shouted at. I'm
there's
great.
a case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized
By
as a
everywhere.
shining new star in the squad. The case that you solved that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get-up-and-go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
No.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
You're just gonna let me do that? Okay.
Broad daylight. Crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back.
Dead.
Let's do our job.
Bank of Arcadia. Singular apartment 5, 10, 18, or 11, 0, 18. Pearl earrings, 52.50. Bunch of payments. Come on.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
I think he was like selling stuff so he could earn money. There. I think he's dead. Nothing noticeable on the right hand. Noticeable on the left. Check his legs. Did I miss something on here? Why is it still making me choose this?
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
That's everything.
Going to church doesn't make you a Christian any more than staying in the garage makes you a car.
Ooh, thought I saw something. Looked like a... Miss Silence?
Sven Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run by a gun store.
Okay.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Maybe I can check to see if someone's inside or... Is this the guy that called it in?
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run at the shoe store.
All right.
You want to take a look around now? The witness can wait, Cole. We've got the perimeter.
Bullets.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. And if you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course.
What does that mean?
Don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
Got it. Time to do some interrogation. I wanna... Right. Fatal sidewalk. Pearl receipt. Back of Arcadia to seek a letter. Handgun. And bullets. 32 caliber. Right. Hello?
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss. Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Oh, you might be the person that had their earrings sold. Eyewitness account. Interviews are conducted using the notebook. Witnesses' details are entered into the left. 27, female, she's got brown eyes and hair. Questions are listed on the right. Shoe store clerk, eyewitness to murder of Everett. Use the WAS key, or W key, WS key, even though I'm using the controller. A to select entry. I
You think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came
Observe the
back.
witness closely as they make this statement.
I was angry.
You will need to judge whether
I
they are not
walked in
telling the
front.
truth. I say no.
I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
If you think the witness is lying and you have proof, select lie. To accuse a witness of lying, you'll need to present evidence. Press Y to accuse the witness of lying. I mean, I guess I have to choose that she's lying.
If you're lying, Miss Coletta, you know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Yet evidence in the notebook that provides the lie. Select layaway voucher, because it says seek a letter, and that's her name.
Your pearl earrings,
Music
Miss
indicates
Coletta.
correct and incorrect
You've been paying for
responses.
them for a whole year.
Change to reflect
Stop
the
lying.
mood of the interview.
And tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God! I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a
fool!
murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Possible murder suspect. Well, it sounds like this Edgar Kalu I've got to look into, because he's another person that's just been brought up.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
Why would he put the gun in the bin? Think the witness is lying, but lack proof, select doubt. Press X to call the statement to doubt. I guess with lying, it's more obvious, but with doubt, it's more like if it looks like if they may be like unsure, or if they're thinking about something.
You're making me angry, Miss Coletta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
He has nice things! Details of shooting.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Coletta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
If you think the witness is telling the truth, select truth. Yeah, see, so here she's not like, look like she's confused or anything. She's just like, oh, I'm affected by what happened. So, truth.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Coletta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang.
One.
And then another.
Two.
And then 3 very quickly,
So
close
6.
together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave.
It's kind of funny, where it's like,
We'll need you to
he's
make
been
a
shot
formal
at this
statement
woman,
about
and
what
then it's like, oh, thank you for your
Does
time.
that mean I can
See ya.
still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
Then intuition points at any location to detect clues and evidence. Detected clues will be marked on the map, making them easier to find.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
So there's still something here. How do I... Locations. You can set any location on the notebook as a destination. Yes, I know. We've got 2 here, though. Although, we did also get the gun. Let's go do the gun, because I know that you can look into multiple things. And sometimes if you don't do them, you'll just miss out on looking at them. I have 1 intuition point. I'm going to save mine, just in case.
I don't think you're a fool, but what's my opinion against thousands of others?
All these cops. It's got to be something big.
But yeah, the thing is that what they do in most of the cases is that they make it set up so that...
Why don't you use the siren?
Causing harm is unacceptable conduct with civilian pension or case of fitness. So what they would usually do is that in most of these cases, from what I recall, is that even if you get investigations wrong, if you find enough of the clues or something, or you find the clue, it usually leads you to the location where you need to go anyway. It's only when you mess up severely that you end up not doing the thing. Like, you don't end up getting the guy or finding out, like, the suspects. So, now we do know where the killer, where the killer is, but we're going to be making sure by checking the gun as well. Keep LA safe. Drive safely. There we go. It's taking its time. Eagleson's gun store. Hello.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Yep. And now we have that done. So we have it possibly as a premeditated murder now because he had the gun cleaned. And he had bullets shown. So, no. Kind of more obvious that he killed the guy and had the intention to kill the guy. You know, whereas before it might have been just a spur of the moment, we now know that it was premeditated, which is kind of worse. Oh, whoops, sorry. Isn't this just literally down the road?
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
I doubt that.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
I'm not a dog, but I'm going.
He's getting away.
Get back here. Don't make me shoot you.
Kalu, get back here!
Out of the way! Out of the way!
When the hell's the food gonna arrive already? There he is. See him? Don't peek him.
Too late, Kalu!
It's too far away to get to.
One heck of a Sunday.
It's too far. Out of my way.
Don't make it worse, Kalu.
Shoot the creep.
Here we go.
On.
Stop or I will shoot.
There we go. And apparently he was running down now.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
I have to shout in your face for me to feel proud. His face. Is that
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you
it's
never,
the guy.
ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Wasn't that today?
Then tell me, Boyle. I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do
I'm
you
an
think you
animal
might
and
be
I have
ready for
cunning.
that?
I could do.
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter.
Oh, yes.
How are you
violence.
feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps.
Maybe he's religious.
This is your chance. Don't fail me.
I promise nothing. Except I will do this.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Argument with Gage.
You followed Everett Gage
If you
and a girl
evidence
back
at
to the
any
shoe
time to
store.
look at it all.
You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
That's a lie. Because we know that's not the truth. Look at him. Careful, use of intuition can lead to breakthroughs in interviews and interrogations. Well, I definitely know you're lying.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Evidence is the key to discrediting false statements and finding the truth. Keep your evidence in mind during an interview in order to identify false statements. Accusing with incorrect evidence will hurt your credibility and make the witness more uncooperative. Just be to back out of an accusation. You can tell that he's nervous. So, suspect.
We know all about the argument. Miss Goleta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Observe the suspect. He's more angry than anything. Or like, no, you don't have anything. possible religious motives. So this isn't really evidence, it's just saying there might be. I think in this instance, I'll use intuition. Select remove an answer to narrow down your range of responses. Well, a lot of people have played this game, so we could just do ask the community. Doubt. I thought it would be doubt, but it's good to see that this is how it works.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu. Yeah! I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury
It's still
kind of
weird
murder in the second degree.
That
May God have mercy.
the whole
on
thing
you, sir.
about World War II was that they were fighting a guy that was killing Jews, and yet they're still like, oh, we hate Jews outside of that.
Masterfully done,
what?
Officer Phelps. It is just, Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice.
Yeah.
Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing.
But buy some suits. We won't provide you with any detective ones. You have to spend your own money. What do you think this is, a charity? Complete all cases on the patrol desk. Passed. Your actions have earned you a promotion. Prepare for reassignment. Police officer's fitness report. Sound investigation with technique. Service weapon proficiency. Peak physical conditioning. Which would... That's not what that means. Peak physical conditioning would mean that he is the highest that a human can achieve. He isn't. If he was, he'd one-shot people. Like, he'd punch someone and kill them. That's peak human condition. Peak physical condition, anyway. Keen interrogation to instincts, I guess. So, we may be finished with the beat, but it does not mean that we don't go back to it. I think if we fail too many in the actual cases, like we end up getting the wrong thing or we don't find enough evidence or anything that way, we get put back into being a police officer. But I've never done that. I never failed that much in order to get put on it, so we may never see it, but that's the thing that can happen. I think it's like it's a maximum of like 2 or 3 cases you have to fail before they do that. The driver's seat. Look at my suit. Smartly dressed.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner.
It's happened already.
Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
He's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
Yeah.
And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know
Everyone's so
Phelps.
happy.
He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet, everybody.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war.
Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why you war heroes always so modest?
Because it wasn't a
Now,
good
pardon
time.
Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Bukowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm gonna start you out with one case. You do okay, I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates.
See?
Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
All right.
You think those Vice boys get
I
any
have
on
a
the
strike
side?
suit. I look kind of nice. Where are the stairs? There are some stairs.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
I did 3 things and they were good enough for everyone.
Talking about on the radio? Want another commendation?
You know this place?
Sure. Near the old gasworks and Signo Depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct.
Quick super.
All units of 459 just occurred in 6th and
So,
Sarah's.
tell me a
Any
little
unit to
about
handle
yourself,
code
Phelps.
2 identified.
Are we friends now, Bukowski? We have to work together. Don't be so touchy. Grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. Went to college at Stanford. Did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott.
God damn maniac!
Please continue the conversation. Please don't. Aww.
Grew up in
There
San
we go.
Francisco. My father was in shipping. Went to college at Stanford. Did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early 45 as a first lieutenant. Fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded. Took back home. Did a year on the beat. Now I'm here. So you won the Silver Star. I don't want to talk about it. Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa. No. You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready. Finished? The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you. I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do? I kept the streets of LA safe for the people. Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service. Fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riot.
All units of 459 just occurred in 6th and Sarah's. Any unit to handle code 2 identified.
11 King, go ahead, KGPL.
11K, a 459 suspect just left 6th.
Okay, well, I guess I'm skipping that. Soldier skips it.
Up on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Okay. Why is he just up there? Subdue the suspect. Got it.
Give it up now. Make it easy on yourself. Get the hell away from me.
Get back here. Stop.
Hurry, you can still catch him. I think you broke my nose.
My nose. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Why is he suddenly running much faster?
I'll take you all down with you.
Okay, I guess. There you go. I was gonna try and knock you out, but I guess I'll shoot you instead. What then? Reach a single street crime. So wonder if the conversation is just gonna like continue or what? What do you mean reward 5 hidden vehicles?
Un-American Activities Committee to order. Chairman J. Cornell Thomas of New Jersey opens an inquiry into possible communist penetration of the Hollywood film industry. The committee is seeking to determine if Red Party members have reached the screen with subversive propaganda.
Subversive propaganda from the Reds? Oh no! Feels like I've been playing 2 games that have been all about communists.
Hey, look out for the pedestrians.
It wasn't my fault. He ran in front of the car for some reason.
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stiff.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
1C0285. That's a weird number plate. And then America has different number plates.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out.
Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
Even though we had an argument just a few seconds ago. Uh-oh. He's gonna talk to me.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the corner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
Blood splashes.
Car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right. We'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
Okay. Investigation time. Spend intuition points at any location to detect clues and evidence.
How long you gonna keep me here, sir?
Detective Phelps.
I better get back.
What have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. The victim must be in a very bad way.
It's like he exploded.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
How's the world looking?
Find and inspect clues and LADP.
Victim
officers.
looks to have lost a lot of blood.
I've got a mystery sample waiting at the
This
lab.
looks suspect. Like, there's no way that there would be that much blood but no body.
I don't think so.
We need to clean the back of this. One live hog.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
Sounds like it might be pigs that exploded, not a person.
Brand name might give us something to go on.
Bloody pipe.
So what's going on?
So that's B. Where's A? Oh, that wife looks creepy as hell.
Times, I guess.
Why is she standing so far forward compared to the man? It's like he's trying to hold her back from going crazy.
32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?
License issued November 13th, 1946, expires the next year. It really expire that fast? Usually like 10 years or something, or like 5. Not 1. Nothing else there. No glasses though. Oh. Stenzel.
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
I think that's everything there.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Okay. Purpose of the scene?
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Yeah, he's looking straight ahead. There's no, like, shifty movement or anything, so I believe him.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Knowledge of Adrian Black.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
He is looking straight ahead. No real, like, shifty behavior.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regularly, so it kind of stood out.
Okay, what's the pipe?
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
Again, looks to be pretty sure on that, so...
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
That's right. Because it's been there either for a while, or the thing that was killed was already dead.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
He's like, man, you'll never find out what I did. I'm gonna doubt him. I don't have any evidence to say that he took anything, but the way that he's acting makes me think he did.
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
Well, again, the music is still going, so that just leads me to assume there's still something here. We looked at that. Those. The badum means I've already looked at everything that's there.
We're going to notify the wife. You seem to have it under control here.
Yeah, I got this.
I'm gonna have to look this up because I'm very sure that it's supposed to like fade out the music when you find everything. LA Noire. Clue music doesn't fade. Oh, finding clues might be a session. I'm in the alleyway, first mission with the guy who shoots, found the bloodstained revolver. The game advice at the top list says that once all clues have been found, the music stops. The music hasn't stopped, and I honestly cannot find anything else apart from beer bottles and trash. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, when you press start, there's an option in Options Gameplay Investigation Music. Turn that from on to auto. This will make the music play a loud cue when all evidence is found. That's what I've been looking for. I thought, why do they have the option to turn it on but not have it auto fade out? That's stupid. That's what the original game did. It just automatically faded out. Gameplay. Auto. Will continuously investigation location. Music will continue automatically fade down when all clues and locations are discovered. Now let's see if it automatically does it. It might be because I just changed it. I have to find stuff again. And then it just automatically does it. I come out. Or not. So I guess that means there's still something here? Maybe? Let me quickly check. No, that's everything. I think it's because I've already found everything. It doesn't properly register it until because I've just turned it on. So I have to. I've found everything. I'm pretty sure I did. There's nothing else here. Let's go tell the wife or something. Hold Y to make your partner drive.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
The black.
Where are we going?
Partner driving will skip to your destination. What if I don't want to do that? Because they can talk on the way, so I'd rather not skip the conversation. Next time I won't do that. There's a lot of sunflowers at the front.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Hello, I've come to inform you of a dead guy, possibly.
Hello? LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Oh, I'm not. It was auto walking.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name
The fact that her
Insta-Heat
body
mean
doesn't
anything
move
to
when
you,
her
ma'am?
head does is kind of weird.
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
All right, then.
Let's check the place out. Come on. Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
They have a separate bedroom. Cavanaugh's.
Cavanaugh's?
What do you say?
So who brought this home?
Los Angeles.
Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address.
R&I. Records and investigations can assist with your inquiries. Contact R&I by telephone or Gamewell whenever you have something. That was gone before I had a chance to finish reading that. Why do they have a picture of chickens on the wall? A little weird. That's his case.
This must be Adrian's.
Stencil.
Stencil. So the glasses are a match.
It's always nice when you see reflections in a video game, because nowadays most people don't do them. Why is it just a picture of him? Nicole.
To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting.
Love sick and lonely without you. Hurry back, my darling. Is he having an affair? And there's a picture of just dogs. Seattle.
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
Weird. I'm getting the sense that something is more afoot here. Let's check this room. Why do they have pictures that are both separate? She does not look at me.
Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here?
Not a happy couple, I guess. There's even a double bed. That's for 2 people to sleep in. Oh, it's just another one of these. Really like this place. Oh, alienist Fontaine provides help to troubled vets. Mentally crippled soldiers find relief in clinical treatment.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable.
He's a big guy.
So, you're a friend of Courtney's?
Yes, Doctor.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a vice.
I want to give you something to calm your nerves.
Ah, yes. This'll fix everything. Drugs. Whatever it might be.
I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past. Occasions that made you laugh. Times that made you smile.
Music. Why is he called Alienist? So she said there was a pipe outside. Oh, wait. Where's the receipt?
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
This first. New automatic glass line gas water heater. Greater heating efficiency cuts your hot water costs. Triple inspection means trouble-free operation. New easy installation with all connections in rear. 20-gallon tank of hot water 24 hours a day. 82 pounds or dollars. Heat seal glass wool insulation. So fiberglass then. Keeps water hot longer. Quick heat slotted burner. Reduce hotter flames. No popping or flashbacks. What's that say? Fast pass miser? Instant action auto dial temperature control. Now, if I was like a plumber or something, they'd be able to tell me if this is bad or good. I'm not, so I'll just assume that it's bad. They cannot rust or corrode. There's a lot of stuff in the 40s is bad. Extra large inner flue. Low draft burner improves something. Your thumb's in the way, Cole. Those old-fashioned vacuums. Oh, this is the bathroom. Oxydol.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Maybe. Try eating it.
Incidental.
Just put someone's face and burn them. Flowers?
No use leaving the thing half finished.
Yep. Sense. Yeah.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Yeah. found all the evidence. Awesome. Right, now let's do that call. There's a phone in here I think I can use.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Union Station. Damn,
thanks for your help.
It's their fault. There's no save option. I'm assuming it just does autosaves.
I'm all right now, detectives.
All right, slaughterhouse receipt.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
That sounds like the truth. You look like you're telling the truth.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
You know, it's kind of funny. I remember because there are also things like you can intentionally choose the wrong things, and Cole like goes completely crazy. He starts like, "You're the one that put the pig in the car, aren't you?"
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
Yeah, I think that's truth.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there?
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Station of Adrian Black.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
I don't know in this one. I think this one's a doubt. Lost the community. Okay, truth.
So nothing out of the usual then?
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Huh. Stenzo glasses.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
What's true about that?
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
That's it. Okay. Photograph signed Nicole.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
Yeah, I don't think there's something right with that, but I'm not sure what. Ooh, lie.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
Where is it? Here we go. Concealed message.
What about Nicole?
There's evidence to
Mrs.
prove it as a
Black?
lie.
Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things.
We have magic powers.
I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
Alibi for Mrs. Black.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? Oh, what an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
She might be telling the truth. I don't think she's caught on a lie. It could be truth or it could be doubt. I'm leaning more towards truth.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
Good experience. Not enough for the next rank, but good enough. Let's go. We've got a bar to check out. I do not want my partner to drive. I want to hear them talk. Away we go!
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. Stranger things have happened.
Any Central Unit 415, possible mental case. The 7th and Flower Unit, Ammo Code 3, identify.
Code 3, identify, I'm coming.
Oh, I knew I should have driven.
Out of my way! What? It's a building. Hall of records. Okay, landmarks will be added to the main map once discovered, okay? I had completely forgotten of that aspect. Oh man, I just remembered. Oh, they did this thing with like I don't know if it was the collector's edition or something. I got a box. I got the like special edition or something. And what it did is that it was a really cool thing. They did this thing where they included like what would you call them? Not film reels, but like camera reels. You know, like the things that are coming out of like old-fashioned cameras on like a reel, on like a canister or something, and they would then like put that in a solution to make it a bigger picture or something. They had these like small little things that you could look at, and it would actually show you locations in the game where you would get the landmarks. It was so cool because it was like it was immersing you in the world. Man, I missed that thing. I had that for like Xbox, and it was so cool having to look at this thing and being like, wow, I can go there. I can find something. It was cool. I wish I still had it. But, you know, oh, man. That was a memory unlocked. As soon as the landmark unveiled itself, I was like, wait a minute. Brain blast. Watch out. I think they also had like a map, if I remember correctly as well. They had like a map of the entire area. There's another one. Hersham Square. Zone of Justice. Another one from the library, which has an Illuminati symbol on the top for some reason. I'm just like finding a bunch of locations just by driving around.
Any Central Unit 415, possible mental case. At 7th and Flower Unit, Ammo Code 3, identify.
He's wearing a pot on his head. Cosmic rays.
You're the one who's been sending cosmic rays into my room. I'll show you. Yes, sir. You're not going to control my thoughts anymore.
Calm down, sir.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Bouncy bat.
Give it up, LAPD.
He went that way.
Stop.
put your hands in the air.
Got you.
Lock him up and throw away.
Why are you suddenly speeding up?
Don't make me chase you.
He looks dangerous.
I also remember there was an annoying thing in this. This game has rubber banding, in that when you get close to a suspect, sometimes they'll just...
the Venusians.
They'll just like speed up, even though they shouldn't really.
Farewell, cruel world.
Ow! Okay, he just killed himself. All right then. That's 2 people that have died. One because they shot at me, and this one just jumped off a roof. Here, you
can drive.
I think some of these things also have like multiple endings. So like if you manage to stop them or do something, there's something that they get like caught instead of die. But I don't know if that's always
Louis Armstrong.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
When the hell's the food gonna arrive already?
We were at school together. How about you buy me a drink for old time's sake?
I don't know. I need to actually look that up. Side quests. LA Noire. Cosmic Rays. Can you stop guy from jumping? All right. His fate is left up to the player as he can be caught. However, if the disturbed suspect isn't caught, the chase leads to a rooftop where he commits suicide. How though? I tried to catch up to the guy and he just kicked me in the face. I mean, I guess I could do the whole, like, take out a gun, but he didn't tell me how I take out guns. It's just like, oh, yeah, you just have to do this thing. Anyway.
You looking for someone?
Yes.
You know Frank Morgan? Sure. Frank's your regular. He's a loner in the back.
Well, thank you.
My eggs were running.
I got
Frank
a call
Morgan?
back for that Universal
Who's
cruise
asked?
line.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
Oh my God.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
I don't know. He's telling the truth. Like, I don't know. Really? Oh, he's alive? Or he's dead? What are you talking about?
You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
Sorry, I must have made a mistake. I mean, we know because of the receipt for a live hog.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I'll go back to my drink.
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Okay, where is he?
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
I don't think so. Because we have the train ticket, but he didn't take it with him. How do you use tuition on this? Doubt. Oh, most people went for doubt rather than lie.
I'm tired of your shtick, Morgan. Spill it! Or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
Thank you.
I think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops.
Oh my
Cuff
God.
him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this idiot up.
Arrest. He literally wasted police officers' time to pretend a crime happened.
You got Morgan's address? Let's get over to his apartment.
He wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
As I was saying, oh, he pretended to think this happened. You know, it's
I've met
fine.
some pretty good liars in my time. People who sound convincing because they actually believe their own bullshit. Huh. Type is clever, hard to catch out.
Frank Morgan is not one of those people.
No, he is not.
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K, come in.
Oops.
11K, go ahead.
Message from Technical Services. Blood found in the abandoned Lincoln at the PE Freight Depot is not human. Repeat, not human. Compositional analysis reveals swine as the most likely match.
I knew it.
Roger, KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, Phelps.
Gotta get him.
Any unit able to handle citizen reports at 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
I mean, how far away is that? That's all the way down there? I'll do it later. I got this one to do first. Root beer. No one likes root beer. It's disgusting. And those that do are lying.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on.
Make sure on this. Morgan, Morrison, Miss K. Graham.
Apartment 2.
Here we go. 1 to 4 this way. Apartment 2.
Help you, gentlemen?
Hello.
LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from LA. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
What do you mean, get your things?
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
Yeah.
There's no point running, Adrian.
Why are you running? You're just making it worse for yourself. Why do they always run?
Mr. Black, get back here right now. It's over, Adrian.
Stop right there, Adrian.
Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder.
Because now you're going to
Adrian
prison.
Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
People do stupid stuff.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, Detective. Efficient
if I say so
investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
Thanks. Oh, multiple achievements. Correctly branch every question in every interview in a single story something. City damage. Oh. Up and up. Klipika story case with 5 stars. Nice. Adrian Black can look forward to his day in court and a beating from the LA press. 14 clues found out of 14 and 12 questions correct out of 12. Yeah! Good job, everyone. Saving. I think that's a great place to stop for today. I have to kind of let this play out, though. Central Police Station, Division 1. This would be like a peek into the next case.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. PR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
Even let me ask. But yes, I am currently not moving.
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Right. That is where we will stop. Quit. Actually, can I save? No. Quit. Yes. It's already been saved. We shall pick this up on Friday, which I'm looking forward to. This game is fun all the time because they just nail having the right aesthetic and being in the era, and you're like, oh, I feel like I'm in a noir film and all that kind of stuff. They did a great job with that. This game is amazing. I'm looking forward to playing more. I shall be back on this on Friday. Tomorrow, I'll be playing some more System Shocks. Look forward to that today as well. You know, I'm playing 2 great games at the moment, so at least so far, the other one's been great. So, yeah. So, tune in for tomorrow for System Shock, and tune in on Friday for more of this LA Noire. So, thank you all for watching. As usual, if you have not already, like, follow, subscribe, do the bell notifications so you know when I next stream. If you want to help support me, there's extra Patreon tips as well. And if you do become a patron, you get your name added to the Patreon list here, where I give you a shout out at the every stream like I do with Hiro Kuni and the Soulmaster 37. I thank you for the continued support, and I greatly appreciate you. And we go out on the beat, and we take in some criminals as detectives together and partners. But yeah, until next time, y'all take care. Have a nice rest of the day, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.